Okay, so let's go and cover some basic use cases in Apex to understand more about DML, SQL queries, and use of Apex methods, Apex variables, right? So for this, I'm going to create a new class. So, already go to the class folder here, right click and create Apex class here, SFDX create Apex class. Let me give a name. Lead handler, or let me give lead controller. Okay, lead controller. Fine, I have a class. Let me remove the constructor for timing, and let's think some basic use case. What I want, let's write here, so we can align the requirement with our logic. So maybe requirement can be I will suggest please be muted, and you can ask if you have any question. Okay, find the existing lead record with help of email. Okay, and update the lead with new email, or you can say update the lead record with new email ID. See, requirement, very basic requirement. Find the lead record with some specific email ID and then update that lead with new email ID. See, break out these things. We need to find out the record of lead. It means very clear. We need to write SQL query on lead, right? You know this. Let me write like this. Comment. Find the existing lead for this SQL query on lead. Okay. Which lead? With help of email. Means some email is coming from input. Maybe you are creating a page, maybe Lightning Web Component letter, but as of now, just understand or think email input is coming from somewhere. So SQL query on lead where email equal to email ID as input. You are clear? And next, what you need to do, update the lead with email equal to new email as input. I hope you are able to break out these things, right? If you have done this thing, then writing Apex code is very easy for you because you understand what we need to do. Okay. So see, find the existing lead record with help of email. We are able to do this and update the lead record with new email ID. Hey, we need to do this. We are clear. Now, let's talk in terms of our method here. You need to create a method. Let's create public so that someone can call from outside of this class. So I'm making it public. Static as of now, I want this method will call by class name. We have very good discussion in the past for the static, right? So public static void. As of now, I don't want any return type. So let's make it void. This method is not returning anything. I hope you are already clear. Method name, update lead with email. Okay. As of now, I know, so I can put this name. Update lead with email. We have created one method. Now think, do you need parameters here? Think. Hey, we need parameters or not? I can say yes, we need something. Kya? Say email ID. So let's make a string email ID or email, comma. We need another input. What is that? New email ID, right? We are able to justify here. Email equal to email ID as input. New email id as input means let's make this method dynamic. Dynamic means just word here, nothing specific. This method will accept two parameters. First one string email, second parameter string new email. Cool. We are able to accept two parameters in this method. Now let's look here. SQL query and lead, and you know already how to write SQL query on lead from previous session. I hope you have done some practice. If not, go and watch the recording, do the practice. SQL query on lead like this: select email from lead, or you can also write select ID from lead. Select ID from lead. Which lead? Where we have already learned where in the SQL query, where email equal to this email. And I explained earlier, if this is a variable, then put a colon here. Remember, select ID lead ID from lead where email. This email is filled on that lead. Nobody. You can open your developer org, you can open your org, and from there on the lead object, go to setup, object manager, lead, then fields, and under the fields, you can find out email API, right? So I have written select ID from lead where email equal to email. And we know here we are talking for maybe, yeah, that's fine. Let's leave this. Now, list, lead, lst, lead equal to, we are able to get the list of lead from Salesforce where email equal to email. Now, let's assume here there is different possibilities. Maybe the one email is available on multiple lead, means not a good data there, but it happens. It might be possible two lead has same email ID. It might be possible my record is created twice. It might be possible, but if you talk good data, means unique there. But let's assume here first use case, limit one. Okay, I'm going to take only one lead record where email equal to email. Okay, so limit one. And this will come to this list of lead. That's fine. Okay. Now, what we need to do? We need to assign new lead value to this lead record coming from database. Now we need to assign the new value. So here, one thing, very quickly I am going. I know this list will have only one record. So I can check here if list of lead dot size greater than 0. See, it might be possible you are supplying email ID and that email ID is not available on any lead record. So this list will be blank. This list will hold 0 record. That's why I am adding if lead dot size greater than 0. You need to keep your mind open. What is coming here? Possibilities are 2 because I have added limit 1. So possibilities are 2. Either one record matching with this email ID in Salesforce lead record or 0 record also. So for that 0 record, to avoid index out of bound exception, you can try that. I will explain how, but as of now, just understand, to avoid index out of bound exception, we are checking if list dot size greater than 0. There is always also another list method, like if you go on Google, if I write list apex method, see lots of methods there, like let's search first how to be self-enabled, I can say. Let's see, empty is empty. Hey, use also. Returns true if the list has 0 elements. So maybe instead of the size, I can also check is empty. Okay. And here I add not. See, not. List is not empty, then go here. Same thing. List is not empty, then go here. Or previously I have written list lead dot size greater than 0, then go here inside the if. Okay, you can write this or you can write this. So I suggest go with is empty. List is not empty, then go here. And now in the session of list, I hope we have discussed and we have invested sufficient time on understanding the list and getting the value from list. I hope you remember what I want to say. If I need list, okay, I also remember we have not covered this. I think in the list we have iterated one by one. We have taken all value. So maybe this is good new learning for many of you. Here I can write 0. List lead 0 index means this list holding one record and list holds 0, 1, 2, 3 value, like indexing start with 0, 1, 2, 3. So I need to get the value who is sitting in this list on the 0 index. So I can take like this list of lead 0, and this will give us the first record from that lead. And what is first record? That is type of lead. So I can write here lead obj lead record equal to, or maybe obj single lead record equal to like this. Any question, please text me. Just I am taking all the list, but I have added limits. So only one lead, one lead in this list. Then I am checking list is not empty. Then I am taking first record from that list, and I am going to assign to lead instance lead or be a single lead record equal to this. And here, if I need to update, you know what we need to do? Update. And this one. And what to update? Update the lead with email equal to new email. It means here obj single lead record dot email equal to this value. See, any confusion, please ask. And good suggestion is you try catch, as we discussed earlier. Try here catch exception ex. And we also discussed why not DML exception, huh? Because this is DML exception might be possible. DML exception, maybe DEX, and here system dot debug error in update DX. See, any confusion, please ask. Let me deploy this code. Good, deployment successful. Let's test this. You know, for this I will create a script here. Okay, let me create new lead ctrl dot apex. What is this? Lead controller dot update. So let's pass here @gmail.com. This is lead, this is email on my lead record, and I want to update this as @appycrown.com. This is my requirement. So let's verify that we have lead record with this Gmail or not, right? For projective testing, let's go here in my org. Let me go on the lead record, you know, app launcher. Then we write here lead or lead. Okay, let me search. You can quickly create a new list view with that if you want. But as of now, I see I don't have any lead record where @gmail is there. Okay, you can create list view. You have lots of way to find, including new list view, maybe by SQL query. But as of now, I am keeping it based on my Apex topic. So let me go on this lead record and let me make a data first. For testing, we need a data. Na? So here I am going to make email ID. I am going to put email ID @gmail.com. So now you can visualize, okay, when I will call this code, then SQL query will run. How it happens? See, basic thing. Update lead record will come in this email. This value will come @gmail.com. In this new email, @appycrown.com will come. And here, when SQL query will happen, then this lead record will go there, na? @gmail.com. Here, then first lead record, then this will updated with new value. Let's try execute. Let me refresh this @gmail.com currently, right? Let's refresh and let's see. You can see, oh, my code is working. @appycrown.com. See, very small use case here, but we have covered that. We have covered this requirement. Find the existing lead record with help of email and update the lead record. Okay. Now, let's assume that's fine. Let me give update single lead with email. Okay, update single lead with email. Now let's think a little more. Maybe in my org, let me create the data and show you what is happening. I am trying to help you develop the logic from a beginner point of view. Okay, see, let me go on this lead. @demo.com. Okay, save. Let me clone the same. Okay, means if I go on my lead, you can see this two record had @demo.com. Okay, now let me deploy this code because I have renamed the method name, right? Let me deploy quickly. I'm going here back @demo.com. Okay, what I want, find the lead @demo.com, replay and update. That's fine. Update with this. Cool. Let me click execute. Because we have added limit 1, so that let's see, @demo.com, refresh this. One is updated, @appycrown. @demo.com is not updated. Totally makes sense to you, right? Because we are adding limit 1 here. So let's learn one more thing, very basic thing, how to update multiple records. And you know, okay, limit hatana hai. So we are the best beginner. So let me copy this. Let me paste here, same method. Public static void update multiple lead with email. Okay. String email, string new email. Now, what's wrong? Oh, my bad. See what I have done mistake. Let me control here everything. See, I have. I should DEX. I should copy the method. Here method is ending. See, here it's ending now. So I should copy this entire and I should paste after this, right? And now update multiple lead, and this one is update single lead. Now look on this method, multiple leads means, you know, I will remove this limit. Okay, I have now, by the way, it's good to have a limit, but that's fine. I'm removing the limit here. My org has limited data, so it's fine. I'll come back on this topic someday in the governor limits, but as of now, let's understand. Just we are getting the lead record with email equal to a specific email. That's fine. We can keep this, but that is not fine. See, zero index we are taking now. So why not let's delete everything from here. Okay. And let me do one thing. Let me avoid my typing. Yeah, no worry. Leave this everything. You're clear here. And you are clear with the problem statement, what I am going to do. Everyone, sir, why is introduce governor limit? Very good question. Governor limits, in short, we are working on cloud, we are working on shared resources. So governor limit is there. Remember, I have given example very early. Question is why governor limit? So I have given an example some days. I remember apartment and flats. There are apartments. Maybe there is a one water supplier there, and every flat is having different tank to use the water. And suppose one flat is going to use the unlimited water, then the primary source of water for that apartment will be impacted. I hope you are able to get my very basic level example. So we are working on the cloud. We have shared resources. We have shared instances. So make sure we are in the some of type of governor limits. So what to consume, how much consume, as part of our development practice. Based on the requirements, we go for that time asynchronous apex or synchronous apex. So we'll of course discuss these things in much details for a separate topic that is called governor limit itself. I hope as of now you are clear with the intent. Just quick message: we are working on shared resources, we are working on the cloud. So for that, maybe you can visualize in the cloud, maybe my program is running in the infinite loop and it's creating lots of records and CPU consumptions, as well as number of limits for the record creations. Also, they are going to hit the storage limit, right? So to make the thing smoothly, to make the process like our program is running in the balanced way on the cloud, we have that governor limits. Okay. Okay, we'll check this in details sometimes. Now, see what I'm doing here. Here I am assuming now, say ohm at epic ground, or maybe ohm dot epic ground. Okay, let's see. I'm going to write here ohm at epic ground. Okay, and I'm going to call this method. So now you know, okay, both record ohm and epic ground, both record will come to the list, and we have to update the all record. So you know, अरे बहुत पहले सिखा चुके हैं, right? For loop. We have discussed this type of things earlier, but here I am talking for each case. List lead, obj lead, column, this. I remember we have discussed these things in the update class, update session, but you know already what is happening. I'm going to iterate a for loop on this each record, and here obj lead dot email equal to new email. Okay, and you also know after this for loop we can write, and now you know copy paste किया था यहाँ पे, cut these things, and after this for loop you can paste here, try update this list of lead. The answer, what we are doing, take all the lead record where email equal to this email, a for loop to update every record, and update the list of record. Let me deploy this, and you can feel, oh, the same requirement can be covered here as well. One record or multiple record, this will handle your bulk practice as well, right? And but I have covered the both way, because maybe sometimes you have only one record, then this is also fine. This is also fine. I hope you are able to understand that when to use which type of strategy, okay, and how to update the record. Now let me try this. If I look here, to record has ohm at epic round. Ohm at epic round, I want to update ohm dot prakash epic round, execute. Let me go and refresh this, okay? See, both is updated. Even at demo.com. Demo.com, only one record, but yeah, that will work expected. See, it's find at demo.com, update with this. So find updated here. Cool. Any question in this, please ask. Otherwise, we are good here with SQL query, then DML. Okay. Now, let me go and add one more use case. Let me copy this, paste this, create or update single lead with email. See, my requirement is you are able to understand this, right? You are able to understand one email is coming. We are updating with new email, and here I know I have only one lead record. That's fine. Now, let me modify my requirement. Copy this. Understand, very basic from beginner point of view. Find the existing lead record with help of email and update the lead record with new email ID. If no lead is found with given email ID, then create a new lead record. Okay, where company equal to domain of email and last name equal to email ID. As of now, I'm keeping it simple. Or let's do one thing. Company equal to demo company. I will come back for the details ones for string methods, but as of now, let me keep simple. Last name equal to email ID. Okay. And company equal to new email ID. Just basic thing. Last name equal to email ID. Email equal to email ID. See, there might be possibility, if no lead found with this given email ID, then you have to create. So now, if I come back for logic creation, you can understand, okay, this is, then this is, or if no lead found, then create new lead. Okay, say, if I go for my method already covered the half part. This is already achieved by us in previous example, right? Now think, if no lead found with email ID, no lead found means, are you able to understand? Is part of this? Are you able to understand? Lead is not empty. I mean, list of lead is not empty, then update. And if empty, then yes. Getting my thought? If this list will be blank, it will go in the else part. Because if for else, you can also write in a positive way, maybe like this. If empty, then write of logic is this one, but we have already existing code, so let's go like this. Else, you need to create new lead obj new lead equal to new lead obj new lead dot email equal to email as per requirement. We know on the lead we have required field company, and they told company equal to also email just for time being. And last name, this is the very dummy requirement, right? Last name equal to email ID, company equal to new email ID, means company equal to new email here, last name equal to email here, email, this is email variable, email, and just do the DML. See, DML operation here, insert obj new lead. Look carefully. Okay, let me deploy this. Let's go for demo. Any question, please ask. Okay, deployed. Very good. Now come back here. Let me check. We don't have any record. I am very much sure. In the recent one I am looking, but you can explore in the all lead as well. You can find out via, we already discussed. So as of now, let's go for today's lead. We have one lead record, that's fine. Now, see, I'm going to click execute. You know what will happen? Update multiple lead with email, but this is previous one. Let me call this one. Okay. Create session will put this C small. Let me copy this. Create or update single lead with email. Let me see today's lead. One record we have. Now let me click execute. Let me refresh this. One lead is created. Last name equal to my own email, company equal to new email, and email equal to email here. But original requirement is you have to do that. Email equal to email, that's fine. Company equal to, but email equal to new email. Okay. I want email equal to new email. Company equal to not new email. You have to try this. Company equal to name after at the rate. I mean domain name after at the rate. See, @appycrown.com. So you with a string logic, help of something substring, you can find out what is after app, what is after app at the rate, and what is before.com. Appycrown. Hey, I'm able to find the company name Appycrown, and I can put the value. Domain name after at the rate and before dot. That's the company name. Leave the Gmail and Outlook here. Just talk about company email. Here, Om Prakash appycrown.com means company name Appycrown. We are able to find. You have to do that. Okay. Find out after the at, before the dot. We have string methods available on the Google. Last name equal to value coming before at the rate. Hey, this is name Om Prakash. Okay, so as of now, that's fine. You can put Om Prakash as last name. Very good. But you can enhance your logic. If your data is coming Om that Prakash, then before at the rate and after this dot means Prakash is last name. But as of now, maybe you can go with this example. I'm happy. Last name, value coming before at the rate. Company, value coming after at the rate, before dot and full stop. And email equal to new email. Okay, so that's fine. Same thing if you need to do with the multiple record. You know what, I'm going to skip this very quickly. Copy this one, scroll down, public static void, update or create multiple lead with email. Again, I think what is wrong? Let me, sorry, I'm doing a little hurry. Let me copy the method, this method like this, and let me paste here. Good. Public void update or create multiple lead with email. Remember, I'm going a little fast. So what if we have more Okay, no, we have already covered that. एज केस आएगा ही नहीं. Getting why? ठीक है. If you don't have any single record, means no record, then we are already creating here. We need at least one record. If we don't have record, then that's fine. I think we have covered all the cases for that a specific use case, like find out the lead record with help of email and lead record. Any question, please ask. Look on this again. In the same context, I want to introduce you about the upsort. Yeah, we can do it in 10 minutes. That's fine. Upsort. I can say this logic can be also go to the upsort, but that's fine. Let's leave this logic. Let's talk what is upsort. For that, let me go directly here in the script and let's see some use case. Lead. Suppose we have this logic. This is our existing logic. Let me copy. Let me go here and insert, update, delete. I'm going to talk in upsort. Say where leave this logic. Just take only one record, any one record from database. Okay. Then I'm going to update description equal to I have updated from Apex update. See this code. What we are doing, we are finding one record from database, any lead record, and just we are updating the description. Everyone is able to understand? Please look carefully. Now, I'm going to introduce one list. Oh, that's fine. Leave this. Or for the better demo, I can also do one thing. Instead of doing these things, we can write the same code like this. Remember previous demo with bulk. Let me go with this example. Copy code, go with multiple bulk thing. Remember, I am taking list record, maybe take two lead. One is also fine, two here. Now understand what we are doing. Take the lead. Now iterate the for loop. Description equal to updated from Apex. Okay, we are updating list of lead here. Now let's go here and I'm going to create a new lead obj new lead equal to new lead. Okay, obj new lead dot last name equal to 30 September user. Okay, just for understanding, user company equal to Epic Crown. And now say we have this list of lead. We are going to update here. Okay, now I am going to add this record list of lead dot add obj new lead here. Means if you look on this list, this is holding some lead records coming from database, and this is also holding lead record newly created instance. Now if you update this, then let's see what will happen. Update failed. ID not specified in update call. Update list of lead, and this list is holding a lead record, and that lead has no ID. Already because this lead is not created yet, so lead has no ID, so update fails. These leads means these leads are good, they have ID, so update was working, but this lead has no ID. So maybe your mind say put insert here. Let's try again. Let me refresh this. Execute. Now something is strange. Cannot specify ID in an insert call. Hey, you are inserting list of lead. Let me make it little down. List of lead, but this list of lead has already ID because this is coming from Salesforce record database. Already ID. You can't insert. Getting my thought? You can't update because this lead has no ID. You can't insert because this lead has ID. And here, let's introduce upsert. In one call, if you have to update some record, and if you have to update some record, let me repeat, in one call, you have to update some record. At the same time, you have to insert some record. Let's use upsert. See, we are inserting some record, one record. We are updating some record. Upsert, and let's see. And maybe let me debug the ID here so we can track system.debug ID. Lead ID is plus obj lead dot ID. Good. Let me execute this. See, success this time. Success. And if I go to my today's created lead, if I go to my today's lead, you can see there is a new lead, 37 user Epic Crown. Lead record is created. And if I check the ID, let's go in the debug log. This ID, any two records. So one ID, second ID. If I go and put here record ID, if I enter, you can see for this record, updation was also happened. Updated from Apex. Same record, copy second one, paste here. Updated from Apex. Two records, random two records here. By the way, good thing is that here we should have some where condition, but making this demo simple, I have taken any two record. By the way, don't do this in production, okay? Just telling you, just here for learning, I am taking any two records and just executing this escape in my developer org. You are able to understand in one call, we have also updated some record. We've also created some record, and this is upsert. And this upsert happened based on the record ID. In the same upsert, we have option to specify some ID here, maybe external ID field here, some field we can specify here, we can specify email here, but let's leave this, let's keep this simple for now. I hope you are able to understand upsert one here. Okay, you can try that. Maybe if I write here email equal to @email, and you can try putting here email. Okay, and you can come back with questions. Similarly, you can create external ID field on your object. You can put external ID field here, maybe external C, and try putting here upsert like this. Let me give you a reference upsert example in Apex. You can check out this upsert things. It will explain you same concept. See, creating a new lead, updating creating the new account and updating the account. Similarly here upsert, based on the specific field. That field is external field. So yeah, you can try this one. Okay, so I think that's good for today. We have just covered some basic use cases. Then we covered absurd. But now you can understand we have almost covered the basic of FX part. Now we have to do lots of practice. I can see we have to cover SOSL. In the next session, we can cover that SOSL part as well. But as of now, you have lots of info from the basic of FX. I will strongly suggest do some practices. You can see this question I have thought randomly, right? This type of use case I have thought randomly. You can plan the same thing with different field, different object, multiple fields, multiple objects, right? Do the practice and develop your FX skills. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's wrap up this call.